Have you ever wondered if the EFF is all worried about Mkhonto Wesizwe and Jacob Zuma? What is their honest posture when it comes to the MK party? Now, the Julius Malema I love is the Julius Malema who engages with people during a setting of a question and answer situation, because that's the most honest Julius Malema you can get. When he's not reading any notes, when he's not being controlled by bullet points, but when he's answering questions from the heart, that Julius Malema will give you honest answers. It's almost like Fikile Mbalula. Fikile Mbalula without a script, you're going to get the truth and nothing but the truth. You guys know what I'm talking about. Julius Malema was at the Wits, I think, School of Business, and he was answering some questions there. And there's something that I want to highlight for you guys that might interest your attention.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Black Heart, the Hustle Continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinchiva, Mr. King 053, Easy Imali Eneng, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I want to speak on an interview. This interview is probably a week, if not too old, but there's some today as I was swiping through my phone, I was watching some EFF material, and I found this interview, and I was like, very interesting. Let me go and share this with my people on King Said So. So Julius Malema has got some interesting position in terms of answering questions like, is the EFF an optimistic political party? Do they jump on opportunities because something is trending, they jump on it? Did they jump on that thing of Zuma must fall in 2016? What is their stance when it comes to working with the white monopoly capitalist? Why did they give their votes to the DA? And actually, what is their thought about, especially Julius Malema himself, his thought about this MK party and its campaigning? Does he think it's a stunt, or does he think it's a legitimate, opposition to consider? Well, he has shared his thoughts many times, but I want to highlight what he said in this particular interview. Let's listen first to what Julius Malema has to say.
There's a sense, and I hear you, there's a sense in which it might be felt. Your flexible alliance approach, being open to all angels and devils at the same time.
What the only angel?
might actually sound a little opportunistic. And let me explain what I mean. So at one point in time, you are the flag bearer of an anti-corruption campaign nationally. And you fought a former president to the standstill. Played an important role even in his departure from office. Few months down the line, you seem to be a darling of the same former president. And some are not even ruling out the possibility of a strategic alliance between you and the party which is now represented by the former president. And I just cite this as one example of what sometimes might confuse both your followers but also general observers. That the EFF, in a sense, your trademark is protest, which you do well, disruption, and I've been in 2 or 3 zonas where you've been very actively disrupting. And at the end of the day, it's an opportunist game. The EFF is not ready for government.
The EFF is more than ready for government. We've been government in Ekurhuleni, running billions of budget. No single cent went missing till now. Ferial would have written big articles about it. If she gets 1 cent missing, she will go. She's waiting for that opportunity. She never writes anything good about the EFF. Wait for that day. It's as if she doesn't know we're in Ekurhuleni. The day we make a mistake, she's coming. Now, you might think that our strategy is not working. Our strategy is working. Let's look at the 2016 strategy when we gave it to the DA. We gave it to the DA in Johannesburg, and we knew they will never pass budget without us. And we said, we're not taking anything. Take all the positions. What is opportunistic about that? Then when the budget came, we said to Mashaba, include in the budget in sourcing of workers, security guards and cleaners. And he refused. We said, the budget won't pass. We won't vote for it. And then it went first time budget. We didn't vote. He didn't get the necessary quorum. It failed. He had to come back to negotiate with us. We said, put the workers, insourcing of the workers in the budget will pass. He put the insourcing of the workers in the budget, and the budget passed. Now, today he wants to be intellectual about us and think he's smarter than us, says he insourced the workers. Again, Ferial doesn't ask him the question, show me that policy of the DA in 2016, which you were implementing. You were purely implementing the EFF policy because DA has never had, even now, a policy to insource workers. Action SA has got no policy to insource workers because in Tshwane, we put a motion for the insourcing of workers. The Action SA voted against it because it's not Mashaba's policy. He was implementing our policy. So is it about us or is it about what we want to achieve? It's necessarily about what we want to achieve. And we achieved that without occupying any executive positions. But Atemba will tell you, they were teaching us as we were growing up when they were still real organization, strategy and tactics. It's not so much the tactics you use. It is about will you ever arrive at your strategic objective? We're going to kiss a lot of frogs on the way to obtaining the strategic objective of the EFF, and that is not opportunism. So, President Zuma, it's a PR exercise, you know. I think he's doing these things for what they are. Like, he will never accept to be a member of parliament. And I don't need him to say that. You ought to know on your own that once President Zuma signs oath of office, as not oath of office, that thing that they say, help me God, once he takes an oath as a member of parliament, he has accepted a junior position. Therefore, he loses the benefits of a former president. Not after spending a day. Once he says, help me, God, he'll be asking God to help him for those cars to go away outside. The whole motor gate, once he does that, the whole motor gates leave. So who will want to do that? I don't think, and now they really playing into his hands, and he's got them. So you saying I'm being friends with President Zuma? No, I have nothing to do with him. They are fighting each other there. It works for me. Let me go this way.
Okay.
Okay, let me start here. Is the EFF an optimistic political party, meaning they jump onto opportunities to get their end goal. Julius Malema says, no, we're not an optimistic political party. We are a strategic political party. I don't have a problem with either. I don't have a problem with neither, whether you're an optimistic or a strategist, as long as you are getting what you want to get at the end. You understand? The EFF, if we had to be honest, is one party, and I keep on repeating this, and I must, because somebody might be watching this video for the first time. The EFF has the caliber to lead this country. By that I mean it has the leadership, qualities, styles, qualification, and experience to run South Africa. Without any doubt in my mind. You put the ANC aside, there is no other political party I can say has got the quality of leadership and experience, qualification to run South Africa. I don't even think the ANC has got can challenge the EFF when it comes to qualifications. You know, I mean, who of the ANC are you going to put against Busisiwe Mkhobane, for example, if we were to talk about the law industry? You know, making laws, making sure that you know our bills are sound, constitutional wise, and everything. Who are you going to put against Dalempofu? You understand? So who are you going to put against Mbuyisani Ndlozi? I mean, we can go on and on, guys. I mean, you guys know the story of the EFF. For me, I think that they are a party that is ready to lead South Africa, no question in my mind. Secondly, when was it? It's 2016, when the ANC started losing the metros. Oh, it was tough. It was tough. EFF giving their votes to the DA made us angry. As Pan-Africanists, we were like, oh my God, what is going on? EFF. You voting. You voted. I actually did a video at that time, but it was on Facebook. I was not on YouTube that time. It was on Facebook. I was like, man, the EFF is claiming this thing of Pan-Africanism. How can you be a Pan-Africanist party, but then vote with your enemy, with your colonizers, to kill your brother? It took us years to understand with the eye, man. The ANC is too arrogant and the ANC must go. It took us years. Especially for me. It took us years. I was like, I'll never vote against the ANC with the DA. Even now, I'll never do it, by the way. Even now, I will choose ANC 10 times out of 10 rather to choose the DA. But I'm not a political party. I'm not in a position where, I have to choose who has to run a metro, who has to run whatever. I don't know. And I will never, here we give our analyst opinion. We don't know how it feels to run a political party. And we must never claim if you have not ran a political party, because the strategies of the EFF, the strategies and the tactics that Julius Malema is talking about, proved us wrong. That actually what they were doing back then, it helped us. It did not only expose the ANC in terms of saying, if you are arrogant, we can take power away from you, even if we are not the same size in terms of numbers with you, the ANC. But also, it exposed the DA, that the DA cannot run governance cleanly like they claim to do in the Western Cape. The Western Cape, now they claim they created 400 and something jobs. The audit came out, it was a lie. You know, they just lied to us and you just believe them because it's white people, they are telling the truth, they probably created that job. Nonsense. Pure nonsense. So for me, it exposed two things, like I said, the weakness of the ANC and also the shortcomings of the DA. And of course, we were happy to see that the DA DA is pointing fingers now in Tshwane. They don't know who to blame. Nelson Mandela. They don't know who to blame. You are in control. You are in charge. Do something. Fix something. It's the same thing that I told you guys about the ESCOM situation. Brian Molefe doing a good job, CEO. We had, I think, something like 40-something hours of load shedding the whole year when Brian Molefe was there. Then this under the rated guy came in, and load shedding started being a norm. It was when we had electricity the whole day, we will call the municipality with man tima today. You understand? And when Khosi Ramahope came, now you guys have got 50 days without load shedding, but you guys are still complaining. Why? Because, like I said, black people has just got that sickness of undermining black excellence. If it was a white person who gave us 50 days without load shedding, the DA and all the white people will be celebrating that person. But our hate for the ANC is clouding our judgment, and I'm so excited to eat my words after the elections. And I'm not gonna do an election, a video about ESCOM immediately after the election. I'm gonna wait for 3 days, 4 days, 1 week to pass after the election, after the results have been announced. I want to hear what are people going to say when we don't get load shedding in winter, in June, the whole of June. I want to hear, hey, bangangiphoqi sengizwa ukuthi bathi yini, one power station has broken down. Hey, bangangiphoqi, woo, azongi-embarrassa phambi kwabantu. Jacob Zuma, Julius Malema is saying, nah, man, this is just a publicity stunt, man. This is a PA stunt that is what Jacob Zuma is doing. And rightfully so, he says that Jacob Zuma will never go to parliament. I told you guys in the other video, Jacob Zuma can't go to parliament. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, guys. Not going to happen. There's no Jacob Zuma that's going to be an MP, a normal MP. Jacob Zuma is too old for that. Jacob Zuma is too experienced for that. You can't be a principal of a school and come back and be not even a teacher, be a gardener in the same school where you were the principal. Cannot be. So forget about that. But I want to hear what you guys think about what Julius Malema is saying about Jacob Zuma, about the MK, and about the tactics and the strategies that they employed during 2016, building up to the 2021 local elections, and how everything has turned out for the EFF. I think the EFF has done well, need to be applauded as a political party. They have grown in leaps and bounds. Deputy President Floyd Shibambo is saying they expect the EFF to grow with 100-fold in every province. Every province, 100% increase. So we're waiting to see if that's true or not. But you guys will tell me on the comment section, what do you think? And please don't forget, guys, to follow African Mujolo. We're building another channel speaking about African marriages, African dating life, and everything that has to do with Mujolo in Africa from an African perspective. Please subscribe and leave your thoughts on the comment section on that video that I just dropped of African women somehow staying with an abusive boyfriend. But anyway, we can't discuss that here. Go on the other side if you want to hear more about that. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan-Africanism. I salute you.